What's up everyone, it's your boy NS Racing 42, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome to Kansas Motor Speedway. And it is the second to last race of the regular season for the TRN Red Bull Cup Series. This is a stand-alone event for the Red Bull Cup Series here tonight at Kansas Speedway. And after tonight, we will know a little bit more of what the outcome will be after Indianapolis next time out. So, it is crunch time. 2 races left before the chase begins for the Red Bull Cup Series. Here's the standings coming into this race. Patrick Smith, Mark Davison, Nathan Orman, Jeff Scott, Carter Friesen, Jay Jefferson, Christian Vargas, Ben Crouch, Johnny Garner, and Nicholas Ray, and Trey Wright, and Adam Lewis are all locked in on wins. And then Michael Canto plus 74, and then Diego Yepes plus 52. As long as nothing bad happens to those two, they are pretty much safe to make it into the chase. 15th, only 9 points above the cutoff, is Juan Garcia. 16th is Nathan Faden. He's only 7 points above the cutoff. Mitchell Henderson is 7 points back. William Block 15 back. Gatlin Downey is 18 back. Andy Miller 31 points back. Sherman South 35. Kuklon 41. And then Garcia with 42 on back. Basically in a must-win situation. Darlington really shook up the points, and now it's going to be up to Kansas and Indianapolis for these guys to get into the chase. So, with that being said, here's the top 10 starting position for the Sonic 400. On the pole is the number 1 of Carter Friesen, and alongside him is the 10 of John Andrews. Third is Coca-Cola 600 winner Jeff Scott and Mitchell Henderson. 5th is Nashville winner Trey Wright, and 6th Veronica Platts, who flipped violently last time out at Darlington. 7th is Michael Canto. 8th is Andrew Miller, and rounding out the top 10 is Eli Bright and Patrick Smith. So it's going to be a good one, 54 laps. Here we go. 2 races left before the chase. We will get it done here tonight under the lights at Kansas. Let's find out right here, right now, for the Sonic 400, race 15 of the season for the TRN Red Bull Cup Series. Let's go.
Drivers, start your engines.
And all 40 drivers will get rolling off. And here we go. And just double check, all 40 drivers will get rolling. The second to last race before the chase starts at Atlanta under the lights. Here we go. The Sonic 400 Carter Friesen, John Andrews on the front row. Who's gonna get it done under the lights? Let's find out right here, right now. We are underway at Kansas. Carter Friesen in the number 1, the lead lap number 1, here at Kansas. Jeff Scott in second, John Andrews in third. Battle for 4th between Mitchell Henderson and Trey Wright. It will be a while because this track has been repaved. It's the 2014 version, and it's been repaved, so it's going to take these guys a little bit, but about 10 to 15 laps in, the outside lane will be the place to be. As you can see, some 3 wide already back in here. We're going to see a lot of that especially here at the start. Culture Friesen out front. Jeff Scott. Ford has not really been that dominant this season, but they've had two good drivers up to this point. Jeff Scott and Trey White. Trey White is by far the hottest Ford driver up to this point. And once again, he's one in the top 5. Friesen out front. Jeff Scott trying to close in the one of Culture Friesen. And something happened to Woman because he is way off pace. And whoa! Okay, I think I might know what happened. This woman have a... Oh, I don't know. But there's smoke in the trial, so I don't know what happened, but something happened. Might have to see if what happened after this race is over there. But right now, Friesen is a fairly lonely Chevy out front. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fords in a row right behind him. 5 Fords in a row right behind him. Jeff Scott, John Andrews, Trey White, Mitchell Henderson, and Andrew Miller. John Andrews, he comes in here 53 points back. He has to basically win if he wants to make it into the chase. Mitchell Henderson, 7 points back. He just has to finish ahead of Juan Garcia and Mr. Fagan. And he would make it. Andrew Miller is a long shot. He's 31 points back. He could possibly make it. And then Eli Bright, and then Michael Canto, he's pretty much locked in, 74 points to the good. And once again, Patrick Smith in the top 10. Wow. I will say this. We are talking about who will make it into the playoffs a lot. But also, whoever wins the regular season championship. Whoever wins the regular season championship and has the most points after Indianapolis get a 15 additional points for round 1 of the playoffs. So that's the advantage of being the regular season champion, and I don't remember what that is points wise, but I do know that Patrick Smith does have the point lead in the whoa. Eli back in here. The Fitzwater, and you can see that middle lane starting to be the place to be. Got a good one, and Fitzy got a good one as well. And speaking of Nathan Faden, there he is. One in about 17th, and close behind him is Juan Garcia. So Mitchell Henderson would easily be into the playoffs as of now, but he's only lap 11 of 54, so who knows. But yeah, Orman, something must have happened, so tough way for Orman, but he's already has a win this season. Friesen still out for he's led every lap up to this point, all 11 of them. But he has Jeff Scott and John Andrews closing in. And here comes Jeff Scott in the 22. He's coming. Friesen was trying to have a big gap, and he might have worn out his tires because now Jeff Scott is all over the back bumper of him. and the huge one off of 2. But he can't do anything about it though. But John Andrews is going to do something about it. Will Jeff Scott be able to get a 1 through the middle off of 4? I don't know. It's going to be side by side for the race lead. Still not race lead, but for second. Jeff Scott ran all the way out into the gray. He's going to lose second and might even lose third to Mitchell Henderson. John Andrews now up to second now. Jeff Scott slides into third. Here comes Andrew Miller, Trey White, and Eli Bright. Look at Eli. No, I am really sorry. I am tired. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead. Here comes John Andrews in the 10. But look at that huge one. Friesen gets on the top side. That's what I'm talking about. If you can run the middle perfectly, you can get a huge one. Here comes Jeff Scott now going for the second now on John Andrews. Can't get there though. The outside lane is starting to form in. Here comes Trey White underneath the 32 of Andrew Miller. Trey White's coming. He's gonna get 2 bullets and 1 stone. Wow. Looks like that Trey White's up to 4th. Top 10 after 16 laps is Friesen, Andrews, Scott, White, Henderson, Miller, White, Smith, Canto, and battle for 10th is between Pratt and Farkas. Holy cow, this is a madhouse. 3 wide back in here. Holy cow. Lap 18 now, getting close to halfway already. Here in the Sonic 400. Single file at the moment. A Friesen in this number 1 car. He won at Talladega. He's been getting much faster recently. And he's been very consistent the past 2 or 3 races. Same as Trey White. So, these 2, Trey White and Friesen, are getting hot at the right time. And imagine if Friesen can get his 2nd win of the season here tonight at Kansas and keeps this up. That would be huge going into Indianapolis next week and going through the next 10 races after Indianapolis for the chase. Still far from over though. 24 laps to go at the line. Here comes John Andrews to the inside. Not 24, but 34 laps to go. My bad. Still lots of time left here at Kansas. Friesen trying to fight back on the top side for the race lead. And he does. Friesen just has a really strong SS here tonight. But he can get up top and stay there. And be able to hold his position for the race lead. Yeah, 22 laps in on this one, and these guys are only about a second to 1.2 seconds. Yeah, 1.2 seconds off the fastest lap. So, and now with these guys running side by side, that's going to help the number 1 of Friesen to gain his gap for maybe a couple of laps. Miller underneath Trey White. Trey White way out there into the gray. That's not really much to be. It's out there in the gray. And now he's going to get a good one and be able to hold off Eli White, but he's going to lose a spot to Miller. And now Miller trying to get fourth away from Mitchell Henderson. Ford looking fairly strong here tonight. And Miller is going to take fourth away. And now Henderson's going to have to deal with the 34th Trey White. Miller, he needs a good one here tonight and a good one at Indianapolis if he wants to try to point his way in. He's 31 points back. Basically 31 points back, 31 spots on the racetrack back. So, it's possible, but he needs to be fairly strong these next two races. John Andrews to the inside of Jeff Scott, going to take second away. But Jeff Scott's going to get a huge one up top off of 4. A dead heat for second. Barely the 10 got second lap that lap. Jeff Scott again with a huge one up top. But the 10's going to clear him. And all of this battling, and Friesen has about half a second gap now over these guys. Now John Andrews is going to try to close Friesen down in the number 1. And he's going to try running a little bit higher lane. Eli Bright running the 3rd lane up there. 25, 28 laps in. And these guys are running all over the place now. All kinds of battles up front. It's still Coulter Friesen out front, so that all 27 laps up to this point, but is far from over. We still have pit stops, and which that could possibly be fairly soon. Just a handful of laps away. And anyone coming down this time by? Nope. Battle for second now with Miller and Andrews. Miller having a great one here tonight. Doing what he needs to do. Being up front and challenging for those top 5s and top 10s and even for a race win after pit stops. Just have to wait and see. Almost about 7/10 of a second last time by. Friesen has a pretty good gap now that these guys are battling for second behind him. Pit stops will probably be 2 to 4 laps away if I had to guess. Never mind, pit stops. Whoa. Oh god, Garcia got into the back of the 4. This is a jam up back in here. Holy cow. I don't know what happened. There was pit stops. And here we go, pit stops. Round the second batch of cars are coming in. And the race leader now is the 17 of Mitchell Henderson. Is now out front. Assuming that he will come in this time by. And I am guessing everyone else will. Or maybe not. Garcia, Hunter, and Watson all stay out. Those are the only three that stayed out that Tandai. Strategy between these three. 2 Joe Gibbs calls and 1 Mouse Finlay called playing strategy. The last 3 to pit, and they are pitting when they don't have to deal with near as many cars onto pit road. Good strategy by these guys. Just have to wait and see how this all plays out for these 3. Let's freeze them now. Just have to wait and see how this cycles out. And if this Henderson, and now it all depends. So Benny Watson, Evan Hunter, and Juan Garcia's strategy worked into their favor. It's going to be close. Actually, no, it won't. It will be called to freeze him when it cycles out next time by. But he has John Andrews all over his back bumper though for the race lead. Totally different than what it was before pit stops. Friesen had a pretty good gap. Now that gap is gone. It's now 2/10 of a second. Where did Veronica Platts come from in the 20? She flipped wildly at Darlington, and now she is in 3rd. Just spots in 4th. Where did Kukulon and Davison come from? 5th and 6th. Henderson in 7th. Right in 8th. Right in 9th. Wilkinson in 10th. Nathan Faden in 11th. Donald in 12th. Toledo in 13th. And this is very important. What he needs to do, he needs to stay in the top 30 in points right now. Coming into this race, he's 30th in points. And then 15th is Hannah Higdon. 16th, Tom Jones. 17th, Ace Garcia. 19th, Zachary Fitzwater. No. 18th, Zachary Fitzwater. 19th, Nick Kennedy. And 20th, Evan Hunter. Back up to the front. Friesen has the number 10 of John Andrews all over his back bumper. And then last time a second and a half back is Platts in the number 20. And yeah, Platts lost about 2/10 of a second to the top 2 last time by. So yeah, right now it's looking awfully good for either Friesen or Andrews to get the at Kansas. John Andrews peeking his nose underneath Friesen. He needs to make this pass fast or Platts is going to close in. They lost up the racetrack. Friesen lets him die. Let survive. And now John Andrews with 28 points, 53 points back. Now leading here at Kansas. What if John Andrews can get this win here in 15 laps? Then that will change everything up, and then realistically there might be only 1 or 2 spots left to point the way in at Indy. But Friesen is going to try to make sure that does not happen. Friesen wants to get that second win of the season. But we saw that as it went on, it got harder and harder to pass. Now 14 laps to go. John Andrews might be in a good spot. But there's a slight chance that you could get lap traffic of Jake Justin if we catch up with him in time. I don't know though. laps to go. Flats closed in about 2 last time by. He needs to do more to catch up with these top two. Gleason's starting to fall back a little bit far behind John Andrews now. "12 laps to go at Kansas." Flats closed in a little bit more last time by. Flats, she's just patiently saving her tires and closing in on her own. These two are battling for the race lead though constantly. Gleason trying the ball once again. Andrews with a strong one off of 4. He can't clear him though. Gleason's still trying underneath the 10 and going for the race lead. He's still trying. Still side by side. The 10 gets a good one off of 2, but they're still side by side. They've been side by side for a lap and a half now for the race lead. Coming to 10 laps to go. And now finally, after a 2-lap battle, John Andrews is going to keep the race lead. 10 laps to go at Kansas. But now, you have to keep an eye out on Flats though. Because of that, she closed in about 4 to 5 tenths that lap and a half. Because of those two being side by side. Come into a factor later in the going if these guys go side by side again. That might have taken a lot out of close to being 9 laps to go. And now, because of the draft, these two going single file and following each other. After that, do some ground once again. Going to close in again on the number 10. Did not get a good one off of 4 though. 8 laps to go at Kansas. It might come down to just these two now. Gleason with a good one through the middle of the turn. Bob out but does not peek down to the inside. Seven laps to go at Kansas. Seven laps to go. These tires starting to get old, and it might be where John Andrews might be in the catbird seat to get this win. 6 laps to go. Gleason trying all he can. He gets a terrible one off of 1 and 2 that might have just done it. Just have to wait and see, but John Andrews might be in a good position to get this win. 5 laps to go at Kansas. But is John Andrews pushing too hard? Late in the going, what is Gleason trying to save his stuff? Still not ruling out catching up with the 31 though. About 2 tenths slower. Jefferson's about 2 tenths slower than these two. Here comes Gleason though, with a huge one in 1 and 2. Trying to make a late race charge again. Maybe I was right. Maybe Gleason was saving his stuff. Here comes Gleason to the bottom. 3 laps to go at Kansas. and Friesen blows on by. John Andrews might have been saving his, Friesen might have been saving his stuff for maybe 2 or 3 laps, while John Andrews was trying to gain on that gap. 2 laps to go at Kansas for Carter Friesen. Can he hold off the number 10 of John Andrews with 3 more miles to get his 2nd win of the season? Off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. Final lap in the Sonic 400 for the number 1 of Carter Friesen. He started on the pole. He dominated the first stint. This stint is a split between Friesen and Andrews. Andrews put up a great fight. But at the end of the night, Carter Friesen is going to come out of turn 4, and I messed that up. But yeah, Friesen will get it done. You at Kansas, and will get his 2nd win of the season. Great effort from John Andrews. He gets 2nd. Mitchell Henderson in 4th, Platts in 5th, Eli Bright in 6th, Kukulon in 7th. He came in here 41 points back, that's what he needed. Nathan Faden, Davison in 8th, Nathan Faden in 9th, and Vargas in 10th. Right, another great one. Well, Charles in 13th, Hannah Hickton 14th, Delano 15th, Jonas 16th, Ace Garcia 17th, Evan Hunter 18th, Fitzwater 19th, Ben Crouch 20th. And then it's Kennedy, Crampton, Juan Garcia, Patrick Smith, Boyles, Canto, Watt, Ray, Garner, Downey, Hamilton, Lewis, something happened to Miller. He fell way off the pace. And 37th, John Gilbert 38th, Warman 39th, and Jefferson 40th. So, back, I'm gonna wait.
You got